Good boy. Okay, first and foremost, the leash. For this type of harness, you're going to click it to both the harness and his collar. So it has both. That looks messed up. Okay. Okay, so we're going to teach some leash pressure. Getting him used to where whatever side the leash pulls is where he needs to go to. So how I do this first, I'm going to pull the leash whatever way I want at the same time that I lure him. Yes, good boy. Yes, good. So he gets used to the leash being tight. He is in control of releasing that tension. So if it's tight towards me, yes, he's the one that has the choice. So I mark when he responds to the whatever side the leash is tight on. So here, yes, good boy. Yes, good. Good. Good job. He's going to get his kiddos. Sit. Yes. Good. Yes, good boy. Yes, good. Yes, good. It's okay. Just kids. Good boy. Yes. Good. Yes. Good. Now I do add movement when I do this too, because most of the time if he's attached to you, or you have a hold of the leash, if he pulls, you're generally moving him to follow you out of the way of whatever's going on, or whatever side the leash is pulling on. So here, I'll wait for him to get distracted again. Good boy. Yes, good. Slowed it down here, so leash is tight towards the front. He walks towards the front, releases the tension, yes, and feed. Okay, come here. Yes, good boy. Yes, nice job. Good, good boy. Your face. One thing I do too is when I'm grabbing the leash, I'm not yanking like this. Like notice there's no going up. I go actually low and pull it to be straight with his shoulders so that I'm not causing too much pressure or tension by making it more like a correction. I don't want it to be like that. But I do want him to understand that was perfect. That the leash is a guide. And he's in control of the leash pressure. So if it's tight, he needs to go in the direction that it's tight, because that's what relieves the tightness. Which we have to teach this to dogs, because in their mind they want to do the opposite. If they feel pressure on their neck or on their body, they think if they run away from it, they can get away from it. So that's why they pull harder, is because they're trying to get it to stop, but they don't understand that going in the direction of where the pressure is what stops it. Ready? Good boy. Yes, good job. Very good. Yes, good choice. I know, that was kind of hard. Good. Now this is invasive, so short and sweet little sessions when I'm teaching. It's like 5-10 minutes, and then we just end and come back to it. So this harness is setting up pretty well. There's these little notches. It's just a little buckle or a little circle. They should be lined up with his armpit, so I actually need to loosen the front a tad because these need to be like right here. He's a little in between sizes. However, in like a week or two, this one will fit perfect. I'm not worried. But I want those notches to be lined up with his armpit and at the top of his shoulder. So they're almost perfect. It needs to be just like an inch above or on the top, but it's as tight as it can go, so I can't do that. So for now, it's perfect. I'm gonna loosen the front a tad, but when he goes to pull, which I'm gonna show you in a second, when he goes to pull, it's gonna shift his weight towards whatever side the leash is on. Good boy. Good. Yes, good boy. The second there's a release of the pressure is when I mark. Even if he's not fully towards wherever my hand is when I've tugged, him responding and going towards it still counts. good boy. Good. Yes, good choices. Yes, good. I allowed the leash to get naturally tight without me doing anything. See, the shake, it shows it's a lot. Plus, there's a lot of things going on in my neighborhood, so.
This is also something I'm working with them on. Here, he gets spooked by something in my neighborhood. I tell him it's okay, and then mark and feed when he takes his attention away from the fearful stimuli, and keep going.
Good. Why'd you go way over there? So same thing. Yes, good choice. Good. Sit. No. Sit. Yes. Good. Good. Easy peasy. Yeah, good boy. Good. The other part to this, or why I'm teaching it, is because the leash getting tight becomes a cue. So if he feels the leash getting tight, he should look to where you are and work on coming into your bubble and being closer to you when that happens. Good. It'll also be a way we can teach him, like if he's not listening, to a down or to a sit. We can start to use the leash to slightly cue him if he's not doing it. Which I'll do that in a second, so he gets used to that too. Ready? So how I do it for down? Come here, bud. We'll get back up a little bit. Right here. Down. There you go. Yes, good choice. Good. Same concept for getting him to sit from a down. Down. Oh, you missed him. You don't like them when they get all dirty? I feel that. That's okay. My dog get it. Ready? Down. Just very slight too. I'm not adding much leash pressure. Come on, down. Down. Lay down. Yes. Good. And sit. Good boy. Good. I want him to respond to the slightest leash pressure. So that means like it's barely getting tight and he's like on it. Yes, good boy. Do one more and then we'll call it quits. Yes, good boy. Good job.